between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
The Bears offense set to get things started here in front of this home crowd. And all eyes on this man, their star wideout.
You see the numbers for the year. He is very quickly approaching record territory.
The 2,000-yard barrier had been unthinkable, right? But the way he's racking things up, with the way that they throw the ball around the NFL nowadays, the way he's racked up yardage this year to date, he could very well get this done before this game's over.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play.
And Walker has it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. I asked him before the game, did you know that you were close to 200 last week? He said, oh, yeah, I knew I was right on the doorstep, just short of it, but a touchdown as well. Heck of a game.
I like that he was honest with you because they always know. They keep track in their head. They understand their yardage. But how'd you like to be the defense this week? This was a week of open field tackling practice because you know he's going to get his catches. The key is to limit him after the catch, put him on the ground.
The Bears had 1-11 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On second down, Montgomery. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
This defense for the Packers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the 27,
Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Fields now to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Fields going to hold on to it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Off play action. Fields. Finding Walker complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Week 13 here in the NFL, first weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now, and we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
No surprise to see him running again here. Is something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Back to throw. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left. Fields on 1st down. And this will be caught by Mooney. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Fields rolling to his left. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now Montgomery running right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Connection with Walker going across the formation. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So that, Charles, touchdown number 20 he scored in his young career, and I've got a feeling he's going to be making a habit of finding the end zone, being a part of this Manny Kahue offense.
I completely agree, partner, because every time we've spoken with him, he's raved about how comfortable he feels in this Manny Kahue offense, and it's
Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 28 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time as we have now reached the end of the third quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Fields. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st down, Fields. He finds his man complete. That's Walker. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On play action, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Down to about the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And quickly they get to the line.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
Throwing again is Fields. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find it.
They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the